Hello and welcome back or welcome to my channel, AJ Budgets. I am AJ, and in today's video, we are going to be budgeting my extra duty paycheck for February 2026. So let's get into it. So I keep my budget sheets in my binder here. So we are in February. Oh my gosh, I just realized I haven't switched over to the February section. Get my clippy switched over. We are in February. I am getting an extra duty check on my on the 20th. I just found out how much it is. So it's $441.26. And so we need to budget that. So I went ahead and added in that we're getting $441.26, and I put it down here, $441.26. So when I did my February budget with me, I had only budgeted $100. So that was because I do an after school program on Wednesdays called After School Academic Support, or ASAS, ASAS. I do that every Wednesday. There's an average of 15 students that show up. So if there's 5 or more students that show up, I get paid for that hour from 3:30 to 4:30. And so I knew I was getting $100 for those 4 Wednesdays. I also received extra duty for my homebound. So I had a homebound student that needed to go on homebound for 2 weeks. And I talked about, I didn't know how much it was going to be for February because I didn't know if I was going to get that homebound student. And I did. And so that's why this increased $341 is because I had those homebound hours. I had 18 homebound hours for February. So the only thing I had pre-budgeted out was I knew I wanted to put $25 into my coffee budget. I was coming off of a no spend in January. I think I only have like $18 loaded into my Starbucks account right now that's already in my app. But I also like to get coffee at local shops and stuff. So I just want to make sure I have a budget for that in case somebody wants to go out for coffee or whatever. So let's see. We have 441.26. So let's get that on the calculator. And I know I want to put 25 into coffee. So that leaves us with 416.26 to budget. Okay, I think I have us zoomed in. So, okay, there's another thing that came up that I also just slipped my mind. I am a licensed insurance agent, and my insurance license comes up every 3 years. And your homegirl forgot about that. And then I got a little email saying, hey, girl, your insurance license needs to be renewed in June. So make sure you do your continuing education hours, 30 of them, and then also pay to have that renewed. So that's going to be a whole problem. It's not going to be a whole problem because I do have a few months before it's due. And so we can budget in that. So I know I need to put, it's going to be, think it was like $250 all in. So I'm going to put $150 towards my insurance license renewal. And that'll pay for my continuing education classes. I think that's like $50 to $60. And then that'll get me started on the renewal of the actual license with the state as well. I know I need to put 25 into Canva. Well, I don't know, but I want to put 25 into Canva because I know in March I'm going to have to pay for the annual subscription. So I wanted to get a little bit additional added to that. I had a check from my PEO that came due. I'm going to add, I have created this envelope. I'm going to add it in my January recap, or I added it in my January recap video. So I'm going to start saving for this throughout the year. So when it comes up, I'm not like, oh crap. But I wrote the check and I didn't have any money saved for that. So that $72 for PEO is going to come out here. And that was check number 3777. Okay. So that will come out for that. And then I think I want to push $100 to savings challenges because one of my goals is to try to fund my $1,000 ER challenge, but I also added another savings challenge in my January recap, which is my new little baby niece or nephew that will be due. So I think I just want to put 50 into both of those. So if I go 50 into ER and 50 into baby, That'll do that. Maybe I should see if we have enough money. So I just am getting excited about all the things I could do. All right, so let's take off 150, 25, 72, and then 100. So that leaves us with $69. You know what? Let's just go ahead and put that in personal because I know I have spent some out of my personal account last month and in December, and I'm still trying to build that back up. So let's just do that. Okay, so that is where everything is going, and that extra 26 cents will just be put into like my buffer that I carry over. So I have a little bit left over in case anything random comes up, like I need to pull 20 extra dollars for my emergency cash for my wallet, like I had to do this month, or you know, other random things. But now that we know what we're pulling, let's get out my accordion cash binder and then pull that cash and then get it added to my next paycheck binder. Okay, my cash tray out here, and I have my prop money binder out here. I do stuff prop money because I like my money working for me, so it stays in my money market and my high interest checking. And then I charge as much as I can on my credit cards as well, so I can play the points game. Then I pay off my credit card every month. So with all that being said, I need to be able to stuff money into envelopes because the going in and pulling money out helps keep me motivated to keep money in the envelope. So I need that like physical aspect of stuffing cash, which is why I love this system. But I really struggle on getting to and from the bank and then pulling the cash and getting it back on there. And I don't really spend cash for stuff because I spend it on my credit cards. And so I don't necessarily need cash, but then I also need cash to stuff cash. So the prop money is what works for me. The cool thing about the budgeting system is you don't have to do the budgeting system like everybody else. You can find a system that works for you by taking ideas from different budgeters and designing your own way of doing it. And if it's working for you, then you don't need to explain yourself to anybody because it's whatever keeps you motivated at the end of the day. Okay, so let's get into pulling the cash. Okay, so I should have $441 here. So let's get it counted up. 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 420, 425, 430, 435, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. $441. Yay! Okay, so this money is going to go in my next paycheck binder, where I keep my cash for my next paycheck. So I've pre-stuffed my funds so far for the month of February. And so I have my a savings, which is my sinking funds. And yeah, so those sinking funds will be stuffed in a couple of weeks. And I like to just have everything pre-pulled. So that way, whenever I'm ready to stuff, it's all ready to go. So we will be stuffing this in the extra duty section. Okay, extra duty money is in its envelope and it is ready to go for when I get my extra duty paycheck on February 20th. I'm so grateful I have the opportunity to work extra duty so I can get some extra money and get all of my goals met for the year. It's been awesome. Thank you so much for being here with me today in my extra duty Paycheck budget with me. I really appreciate everybody leaving comments down below and just helping me stay motivated throughout the month. It has been just so incredible to grow this community and to have you here with me. So thank you. Thank you so much. I super, super appreciate it. And I hope that you guys are staying motivated and getting motivated by the content that I am pushing out. If there's something that you would like to see in the future, please feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know what it is that you're looking for in some upcoming videos. I will definitely do my best to get that out for you guys. But thank you so much again for being here today. I hope you have an incredible rest of the month and are meeting all of your savings goals. See you in the next one. Bye.